Our life's journey may take us down many paths and roads, and where we wind up depends a lot on our own choices. This reminds me of a song called All the Way, sung by Frank Sinatra in the late 50s, that goes something like this. Who knows where the road will lead us? Only a fool would say. We can have a lot to say about where the road will lead us, and it's our choice to determine where that road does lead us. We don't have to be swept along with the tide of popular opinion. Thankfully, we have free will to make our own choices and decisions. We can know where the road will lead us when we make the right decisions. In order to avoid worldly wisdom, the Apostle Paul says, "Let no man deceive himself. If anyone among you seems to be wise in this age, let him become a fool that he may become wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God." A perfect illustration of this is found in this famous story about a king who had a favorite jester in his court, to whom he finally gave some property and a handsome income and retired him because of the good work he did all those years in cheering up the king and making him happy. He gave him this very beautiful cane with gold wrought into the wood, and he said, "I want to give this to you, my own cane, as a special present to you from me, because you have been such an encouragement to me and so good to me all these years. You're going away now on a trip because I have set you free, and I want you to take this cane with you. It's my special gift to you for being the greatest fool I ever had." Some years later, the king's fool heard that the king himself was dying, and he came to his deathbed and began to sympathize with him, and he asked the king, "Are you ready to go?" Then the king asked him, "What do you mean?" The jester answered, "Are you ready to die? Have you made preparations for this journey into death?" The king asked the jester, "How could I make preparations to die? What do you mean?" And the jester said, "Have you received Jesus Christ as your Savior? Are you ready to die? Are you ready to go to heaven?" The king said, "No, I'm not." The jester went on to explain to the king that since the last time they had been together, he had met Jesus and had received him as his personal Savior and knew where he was going when he died. The jester and the king were about the same age. The jester began to explain, "Once I was going on a long journey, and you gave me this cane as a present because you said that I was the greatest fool you ever had. But I've made my preparations for that journey, the longest journey we'll ever take, and one from which we'll never return. But you, O king, have not made preparations for that journey. So I want to give you back the cane. You're a greater fool than I am. So are you ready to go? It's wonderful if you have Jesus. There's nothing to fear. Leaving this life is like moving from one room to another and closing the door. Make sure you're prepared by receiving Jesus as your Savior, so you will be ready when He comes for you, and you'll know you're safe and bound for heaven. If you're not, you'd better get ready. Receive Jesus today. You'll sure be glad you did. May God bless you with salvation. Some glorious morning sorrow will cease. Some glorious morning all will be peace. Heartaches all ended, school days all done, heaven will open, Jesus will come. Some golden daybreak, Jesus will come. Some golden daybreak, battles all won. He'll shout the victory, break through the blue. Some golden daybreak for me, for